Welcome to the Base Face Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?
Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. As you can see my picture at previous video, so my name is Nur Syami Izzati binti Azuddin. I'm a matric number 286974. Today I would like to present about construction and enjoy. Next, I would like to share to you all about constructions. In construction technology, its process is very important and the main step prior to the execution in sites. A process is defined as a system of operation in the designs, developments and production of a project. So, as you can see at the slide, we have 5 processes involved in construction technology. First, project life cycle. Second, activities involved during construction project. Third, key players. Fourth, project planning and controlling, and last but not least is the successful constructions. Okay, let's look at the first process, which is project life cycle. So, as we know that project life cycle have 4 phases, which is phase 1, conceptual phase, phase 2 is planning phase, phase 3 is execution phase, and last phase is terminations. For conceptual phase is the client identifies the need for the item of constructions and appoints and brief consultant who study the client's requirement, purpose and outline of the design and assess the feasibility of the projects. Next, planning phase. The concept of the project is further developed and production information and the contract documentation prepared. Tender are called. Phase 3 for execution phase is production programs are prepared and construction carried out on sites. And last phase is termination, which is the complete building or works is maintained, repair and alter and required over the course of its life. Next slide is activity involved during construction projects. As you can see at the slide, we have 11 activities that involve during construction projects. So we have marking and grading, excavations, concreting, carpentry, masonry, plumbing, welding, electrical, road laying, glazing and finishing. So marking and grading is one of the first construction activities which involve marking the area of the plots of reference. This helps the worker to always be able to orient themselves in terms of their workplace. Second, excavation is the term involved moving earth or rough out of a certain area to prepare it for construction. Third, concreting is the process of pouring concrete. Fourth is carpentry, which is the general cutting and installation of material that will be used for the construction of a structure. 5 is a bridge masonry that ensures that they lead in a way to structurally sound. The 6th one is plumbing, which is equal to ensure that it will function properly. After that is welding, that is crucial action of construction used to build metal, especially for structural purposes. For the 8th one is activity is the electrical that ensuring that structure will ultimately have full access to electrical from the transformer provided by the electrical company, which is located close to the building. And the 9th is the road laying, which is ensure the protection of a structure from the element and can help provide stability for a structure. The 10th one is glazing, is basically anything to do with glass windows and door is in construction projects. And the last one for activity for construction is finishing, which is putting the final touches of a structure in order to prepare it to be used. So, you can see short video basic of building construction.
7 basic steps in starting a building project. When there is a plan to develop a new building, it is very necessary to have an idea about the start and the end of the building project. There may be variations, as every project is unique and follows different design and construction process. In general, the basic steps involved in a building project are briefly explained. 1. Planning. The planning in building construction involves 3 major steps. 1. Developing the building plan. 2. Analyzing the finance. 3. Selecting the construction team. Once the site where the building project is intended to construct is chosen, the expertise of engineers and architects are taken to develop the site and the building plan. Sometimes, an appropriate site is selected after the building layout is prepared. The building plan is developed based on the owner's requirements and budget. Once the plan is in hand, the finance and total cost is estimated. The structural design details, the material estimates are prepared, which help to derive project cost estimate. 2. Permits and insurance in building construction. Before starting a building construction, the owner must make sure that one has necessary permits taken to start the construction. Permits and insurance are obtained from different sources in cities and states. A construction work conducted without permits results in project delay or project demolition or huge fines. Possessing insurance for the required parties helps to save the owner and the contractor. 3. Site preparation. From here, the actual construction process starts, based on the site and building plan. Necessary excavations, leveling, and filling can be undergone to prepare the site. The necessary excavation for utilities, power, water and sanitation lines, temporary storage facilities are prepared. Mostly the works needed to set up the utilities are prepared. This is followed by an inspection from the government officials. 4. Foundation or substructure construction. Building structures are generally constructed on concrete foundations. Based on the soil type and water table level of the area, the foundation chosen can vary. If necessary, soil testing is performed to check the bearing capacity. Shallow foundations are required for low-rise building. For high-rise building, pile foundation is employed. Once the foundation is selected, the soil is excavated to construct the foundation. It is performed based on the foundation layout. Formworks are placed in the foundation trenches, and reinforcement is placed based on the foundation detailing design prepared in the planning stage. The reinforcement works performed by the contractor is periodically checked by the engineer in charge. The concrete mix of the required proportion is poured to formwork and is cured to form the finished foundation. 5. Superstructure construction. The superstructure is constructed once the substructure is completed. Generally, a framed structure is developed, which is later finished with masonry walls. Adequate windows and exterior doors are placed based on the building plan. Other works coming under this section is 1. Construction of roofs or siding. 2. Installation of heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. 3. Providing adequate electric and water lines connection. 4. Provide insulation works as required to protect from lighting. 5. Provision of waterproofing to the walls. 6. Plastering and finishing the walls and surfaces. 7. Flooring works. 8. Exterior and interior painting. 6. Punch list. Once the project is completed, the contractor inspects the whole work one by one and make a punch list. Those structural units or areas that were not constructed properly, or they are below the quality level, is listed in the punch list. This is later corrected by the contractor in charge. 7. Warranty period. Once the project is completed and hand over to the owner, the contractor specifies a warranty period. Within this period, any defects found in building constructed must be fixed and replaced by the contractor in charge. The warranty for materials and appliances are obtained from manufacturers and suppliers.
Next slide is key players. So we have a few key players that are important for construction. So if we want to do construction, we must have the owner to do the projects. Not only that, we also need the designers such as architect, CNS engineers, MLE engineer, and QS, and the last is contractor. Project planning and controlling is the next to present to you all. In planning phase, plan is made and strategies are set. Taking into consideration the company policies, procedure and rules, planning provides direction, unifying framework, performance standards, and help to review future opportunities and threats. In planning, the following steps are followed. 1. The objective of the project in defined words. 2. Goal and stage intermediate to attain the final targets, forecast and means of achieving goals such as activities. 3. Organization resources, financial, managerial and operational to carry out activities and to determine what is feasible and what is not. 4. Alternative individual courses of action that will allow accomplishing goals. 5. For consistency with company policies. 6. An alternative which is not only consistent with a goal and concept but also that can be accomplished with the available resources. And last is decision on a plan. This phase is carried out during the execution of the projects. The difference between the scheduled performance and actual performance are reviewed once the project starts. Project control is established to determine deviation from the basic plan, to determine the present effect of the deviation of the plan, and the replan and reschedule to complete the deviations. Controlling, the following steps are followed. The standard and target are established and target are generally exposed in terms of time. Performance is measured against the standard set down in the first step and the deviation from the standard are identified. So, last slide for today is a successful construction project is the hope of every construction manager, but not the something that we can achieve with a little effort. The success of a construction project is assessed based on the time, cost and resource spent on it. So that have a few tips for successful construction, which is deadline, control, budget, cost, risk, planning, communication, teamwork and analysis. So that's all my presentation. I hope this can help you to get information and enjoy. Thank you. Bye.
I should